Hello friends, today's video is about how to get 7 band in Ielts writing. So there are certain things that we have to keep in mind and we have to focus while attempting our task. The first is address all parts of the task with clear cut position. You must have clear position. Second, you need to develop sportive ideas. Okay, then logically organize your response, means your answer should be logically organized. Range of cohesive devices means you should suitably use appropriate linking words. Range of vocabulary means you have to show your skill of vocabulary, that you know sufficient words to express your thoughts and emotions in the essay. Range of grammatical structures, simple sentence, compound, complex, passive voice. These are all the points, and the most important is clear position that I already told you here. And now I'm going to show you a sample answer. With the help of a sample answer, all these things I'm going to explain to you, and the answer is given by a student in real exam, and I got that answer or response in book 14. I'm having book 14 with me, Cambridge book 14, and this is writing task 2 of test 1. Before I should explain you all that, let me clearly show you examiner's comment. What examiner expect? Means he wants that a writer should address all parts of the task. Okay, all parts of the task you should cover in your essay. Second, you should show a clear position. Your position must be clear in the task. Okay, response should be logically organized and a clear progression throughout the essay. After that, there should be adequate number of cohesive devices, like for example, however, hence, besides that, regarding that matter. They are all linking words. Then range of vocabulary must be there. Good amount of words you should use suitably, appropriately. Then there should be range of grammatical structures, sentences, including complex and compound. So this is the task. Some people believe that it is best to accept a bad situation. So one part is best, believe that it is best to accept a bad situation. This is one part, such as an unsatisfactory job or shortage of money. This is an example, shortage of money or job. We have to cover these two parts as well. Others argue that it is better to try and improve such situations. Others say that we should work on improving such situations. So first part is accepting bad situation, and examples like unsatisfactory job or shortage of money we have to take in the topic. The second group of people say that improve such situations. So discuss both these views and give your own opinion. Two views we have to discuss and we have to give our own opinion, along with that covering all the parts. So let's see this answer, the sample answer given by the student who got 7 band, and let's check it out that what efforts he did to write 7 band essay. So first he has written introduction. Some people believe that it is best to accept a bad situation, such as an unsatisfactory job or shortage of money. Others argue that it is better to try and improve such situations. Okay, so both statements have been used here as an introduction, and he didn't make any special efforts to paraphrase the introduction, and still he got 7 band. Based on my knowledge, some people choose to accept the fate that they have to undergo the bad situation, as they believe that good things might come out of it. So he says that some people accept bad situation, and they believe that one day their luck will improve, and they will get good things. Their solution is simply to just go with the flow, because they think that they will learn something new along the journey. So they accept the bad situation and they continue with that flow, and they believe that one day when they are going through that journey, one day their day will be changed and they will get something better out of it. For example, a student received a grade B for his physics examination. So a student got B grade in the physics exam. However, this is a linking word. However, he only needs one more mark to get an A. To get an A, he needs only one number. This is an example, and after the example, he has used comma. If a student requires to receive mark percentage of 70% to get an A, so in order to get A grade, he needs 70%, and he got one number less than this, maybe 69. This student got a 69% on his paper. As the teacher looked through the questions with the whole class, he notices that the teacher accidentally marked his correct answer to wrong. And the student, he deserves 70%, but the teacher has made one mistake, and he gave wrong to his correct answer, and so realistically he should get an A. Actually, he deserves A, but this is the mistake of the teacher. He he did wrong. He incorrected his one of answer. However, he chooses to leave his grade as B because he believes that his current grade will be a motivation for him to improve. But the student does not go to the teacher and complain. He remains silent, believing that this 69% marks will continue to motivate him to work more hard in order to get better score in the next exam. Hence, this is again linking word. This explains why some people choose to accept bad situation. So this is one side of the essay where one chooses bad situation in order to remain motivated and work hard to get better situation. Okay, now the other view is, besides that, means opposite side. Now on the other hand, it is mentioned that others argue that is better to try and improve such situations. So other people say that we should not accept bad situations, we should work hard to improve. I believe that the reason they act that way is because they feel a bit paranoid that the situation will become worse if they do not do so. They believe that if they do not improve, the situation may become more serious. For instance, a person had to undergo a shortage of money. Logically, they will feel a little paranoid that at one point they might have to experience an empty pocket and had to live in the streets. So person assume that if he is not going to improve his situation, then his day would be further worse, and maybe he has to live in the streets. Regarding that matter, they figured out a solution. Figured out is a very good vocabulary used. A solution to improvise such situations. By improvise mean improve. By getting extra part-time job, this solution will help them to gain extra money to pay their extra expenses such as water, electricity bills. This means that their problems are solved. So there he has used another example, and quite a large example has been given by the candidate in both paragraphs. And the good thing about that, the ideas are well organized. In the first paragraph, he has written about a situation where one accepts a bad situation. In second paragraph, he writes only one central idea, that one should work hard to improve the situation. So two paragraph, two ideas are expressed. The essay is well organized logically, and after giving thesis statement, the writer introduces an example to prove his point. So this is the way of organizing the task logically. Now he gives his clear position. In my honest position, I strongly suggest that one can choose to act in both situations according to situations. So depending upon situations, one can go in both way. When facing a problem, think of best solution to solve it. If the situation requires you to simply ignore it, then just do it. Okay. There is no need in figuring out a way to improve just those situations, as it will take up your time and cause stress. So when you are not able to find out any solution and situations is out of your control, then there is no need to work on that. It will just give you stress. However, if situation requires you to take action quickly, by all means do so, as you might not know what are the consequences. So if you ignore the problem, so second time say that if you ignore the problem, the consequences, the results can be very bad. In a conclusion, the main important thing when facing bad situation is to analyze the problem. So finally, when you are in a bad situation, analyze the problem, then only you can react to them. If you have done proper analysis, then you can do something about it. Not all bad situations need to be ignored, and not all needs to be improved. They think wisely to get best solution for all your problems. So a writer has given clear conclusion. In conclusion, he mentions about first paragraph's central theme, and also mention second para's theme, and also his own opinion. That line is also mentioned in the task. And what the writer has examiner said about his writing, let's check it out. The candidate has addressed all parts of the task and shows a clear position throughout the response. Ideas are presented, extended, and supported. Examples have been given by him to support his ideas. The response is logically organized, means that in one paragraph he has only mentioned one central idea, and second in the second paragraph, and on final clear position he has given in the third paragraph. So it means that there is a clear progression. Step by step he progressed ahead. Then cohesive devices clearly used. However, hence besides they played a very important role to establish the link between the sentences and between the paragraphs. Range of vocabulary used. Some less common items like fate, paranoid, shows examples of style. Collocation, go with the flow, figured out a solution. Figured out a solution is a collocation. Figured out is always used with solution. So a range of grammatical structures were used by him, usually accurate, although there are few errors are there, but still the meaning is clear. Some people choosers might not know what are the consequences, complex sentences used. So various examples of complex sentences were there in the essay, and language was quite easy and not too much difficult vocabulary but used by him, but there was a good range of vocabulary used by the examiner. So overall, such kind of essays deserve 7 band. So you should also try to write in the same way.